guys, how's it going? It's Alicia, obviously, and yeah, so today is Friday, and yeah, I wanted to come on here, and I wanted to kind of talk about something that has been kind of on my mind, and I was thinking back about, hold on. I was thinking back about, gosh, quite a few years ago, about how at one point my agoraphobia was really, really bad. I think it kind of came on because, like, I've been having anxiety, I've been having some depression, and it's been really, like, some days it's really bothersome, and other days it's fine, you know. So anyway, I was like, I'm really tired of, like, I was just feeling, like, really defeated, really, like, just, So, I was thinking about it, and, I was thinking about the fact that, my depression and my anxiety sometimes really causes a lot of pain. I know it's kind of weird to say, but it causes me a lot of pain sometimes. It causes me a lot of, like, just frustration. It causes me, my depression, my anxiety causes me to want to eat. And that's what I do, because I feel like my anxiety is so bad, and it just, like, tears me down and wears me down, that I feel like I need to eat because I need some energy. I need to feel, something. And, so, like, when you feel weak, when you feel like you're kind of run down, you feel like, oh my God, I'm hungry. Like, I need to eat. I'm gonna, like, I go through this where I'm like, oh, if I don't eat, I'm gonna, like, pass out. I'm gonna die. But I'm not gonna die, And so I was thinking about it, because back in, I want to say, probably about 15 years ago, I had some really bad episodes to where, I felt like I was going to die. I couldn't leave my house. I had agoraphobia so bad. And a lot of my fear, it really made it so that I couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't leave my house. I couldn't walk outside the door. I couldn't even look out my window. Like, that's how bad it was. My agoraphobia was so bad, and it wasn't only affecting me, but it was affecting everyone around me. Like, I'm usually the one who always goes grocery shopping, or, goes to pay bills, or, I'm the only one that drives. And so I was the one that had to go do everything, for our household. And I couldn't do that. Like, I couldn't do that. So, I know at one point, like, we really had to have other people help us. Like, my mom used to take us, or not take me, but used to take, my son and my boyfriend, and they would go grocery shopping, or, whatever needed to be bought for the household. I never left. A lot of days I just stayed in my room. I stayed in my bed. I didn't even come off of my bed. Like, it was really, really bad. I couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't do anything. And I remember there was times, before my agoraphobia really set in, there was times where the doctor tried to put me on medication. And I swear to you, I tried every single type of medication. But here's the problem. Like, each medication that he tried for me, I would read the side effects. Or, they always tell you, oh, the side effects is this, this, and this. And so I would literally be there, sitting there, going, oh my God, this is going to happen. Oh my God, I'm going to have, like, this rash, or anxiety, or I'm going to die, or I'm going to, like, oh my God, I'm sitting here hyperventilating, and I'm convinced I have all these symptoms, which, when I don't even think I really did have the symptoms, but in my mind, I did. Like, I really, really, really did. And so, I can't even tell you how many times I went to the emergency room, and they look at me like I'm crazy. But I'm like, you don't understand. Like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm having a heart attack. gonna die. I'm freaking out. Like, I'm freaking out. Like, I'm freaking out now, but I was freaking out. And they're like, no, 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 you're fine. And I'm like, no, I'm not. So they'd have to, like, hook me up to monitors. And a lot of times all they would do is, like, give me Benadryl and give me some pain meds and send me on my way, you know. And I was like, oh gosh, I don't even know. Like, they knew me so well in the emergency room, and every time I went in there, it was the same thing. Give me Benadryl, send me home with pain medication. You know, and it was just over and over and over. And like, and then my agoraphobia got, like, hit at all-time high. I couldn't spend time with my son, and he was only like 5, 6 years old at the time. I couldn't spend time with my son. I couldn't do anything. Couldn't do anything. And I remember the doctor trying me on one medication. I don't even remember what it was. And he's like, you know, you need to try something. You need to try something. So, Chris went to the pharmacy, got my medication, came home, gave it to me, and I took it. And like I said, I don't remember what it was, but I remember, like, I would take it, and then, like, 2 hours later, I would start to have the worst tremors. Like, oh my God, like, my whole body, my head, everything would be shaking. And I was like, I literally could not deal with it. I couldn't deal with it. So I would have to take Benadryl 2 hours after I took that medication, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work for me. After about a week, they were like, oh, give it another week or two. I was like, I can't. Like, I can't do this anymore. I literally wanted to die. Like, to die. And, so I remember the doctor saying, okay, let's try you on a different medication. So I was like, okay. And he tried me on Zoloft, and I was so scared to take it. So scared. But I did, and I was like, you know what, it's this or living the rest of my life like this. I can't do it. And I seriously, honestly, to this day, think that if I wouldn't have tried this medication, that I wouldn't be here right now. Like, literally, I wouldn't be here. So, sorry. The medication that he put me on was a Zoloft. You know, and he started me off on a very, very low dose because I'm very sensitive to medication. I get paranoid about taking medication. I would get paranoid about taking Tylenol. Like, I am paranoid about taking everything, right? So I'm like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know, I can't take anything, like nothing. And so he started me off on a very low dose. It's like the lowest dose is like 25, and I started half of that. So like half of that. And then after a few days, I went up a little bit, and then up more and more, you know. But I was on 25 for a while, and then I was on 50. And Zoloft was really, after a couple of weeks, probably I would say 2 to 3 weeks after it got into my system, and it really started working. It really helped me out. Like, I finally wasn't in this brain fog anymore. I could finally start looking outside. I could finally step outside my door. You know, and it took me a really long time to start driving again, because it was like, I felt like I had to relearn how to do everything all over again. Like, I would drive a block down the street, and then I had to come back. And even driving in the car with other people was, oh my gosh, it was so scary. But, you know, it finally, I was able to get out, live a normal life again. And to this day still, I still take Zoloft. After having weight loss surgery, I had to up my dosage and stuff like that. But so right now I'm on the max dose. But I've been taking it now for, like, gosh, 15 years. And it's, you know, there's been, especially after I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia, they wanted to try me on a different medication. I'm like, no, I'm not willing to come off of it, because, like, I literally think that Zoloft saved my life. Like, it really did save my life, because I don't think that I would be here if it wasn't for Zoloft, you know. And I know some people are like, oh, they don't like that medication, or it makes them whatever, but I think everything is different, and to each his own, and this works for me. You know, I have family members who take Zoloft, and it works very well for them. It's just a medication that works well with our chemistry, I guess. But, you know, I think about it, and I'm very thankful, very grateful for Zoloft, for the medication, because I don't know where I'd be without it. Like, seriously, don't know where I would be without it, you know? Um, but, you know, depression, anxiety is such a real thing. I know some people are like, oh, well, just get over it. But you can't just get over it, you know? You can't just it's not like a switch you can turn on and off. You can't just get over it. And some days I'm depressed for no damn reason at all. Like, you can't know, you know? One day I may wake up, tomorrow I may wake up with the worst anxiety. I have no clue, you know? And there's some days, like, people want to go do things, and friends want to meet up, and, you know, do this, let's do that. And it's like, there's times where I physically cannot, because my anxiety is so bad. But I would be so much worse if I may not even be here at all if it wasn't for my Zoloft. So, you know, when you feel like you need to try something, I just, you know, I want people to know that it's okay to try medication. It is okay. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes things stop working. And, you know, but my best advice for people out there is to be your own best advocate. Like, if you don't feel comfortable with something, say something. You know, just because your doctor, and also, here's another thing. Just because your doctor prescribes you a medication, you know, do your research. And if you don't feel comfortable, if you don't feel like it's the right thing for you, then don't do it. And if there's something that you need or want to try, or you feel like you need to try, then you need to talk to your doctor. And, you know, and sometimes there's some of us who are like, hey, can we try this? And your doctor, you may be surprised. They'll be like, oh yeah, let's try that. You know, that's fine. We can try that. You know, you just never know. You just never know. So it's all about doing your research and stuff. But at the time, when 15 years ago, I seriously thought that was it. Like, that was it. Living in one room and not ever coming out. But it's not. And, you know, every day is a new day, and it's tough. And I have very, very tough days, and I know that you watching this probably have very, very tough days too. And I cannot even imagine what you're going through some days, just like you cannot imagine what I'm going through some days. But, you know, the only thing we can do is be here for each other. So I'm here for you. And yeah, so don't ever stop trying. Don't ever stop, you know, asking. Don't ever stop going for what you want. Because, you know, it could have been your last. And I thank God every day that I sucked it up and decided to take this medicine, because it literally has saved my life. So I hope that you guys are having a great night. It's about midnight now, but so I'm gonna upload this and probably go to bed soon. So anyway, guys, I just really wanted to do this video because it has just been sitting on my mind, and, you know, so yeah. Anyway, leave me a comment. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. And I just want to say thank you. I've had quite a few new subscribers, and it means the world to me. I love you all, and every one of you, all of your comments, all of your love, all your support, and even, you know, the thumbs down. I appreciate all of it. So, yeah. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. It's Father's Day in a couple of days, and I hope you guys enjoy it with your fathers, or, you know, whoever. And just have a really wonderful weekend. So I will talk to you guys later.